Mayor's task force formed to persuade Clark to stay right where it is. Andy Gassmeyer is with a live eye on the north side and has more on this last-ditch effort by Clark employees. Andy?
Mike, even with one of the letters missing, it's readily apparent to most where we are, and that, of course, is outside the Clark Candy Company plant here on the north side. Not only a famous candy maker, but as well a famous landmark. And with the new owners now talking about pulling up stakes, the 250 employed here, about half of whom are now on layoff, took to the streets today in hopes the company will stay put.
Come on now, save Clark Candy.
The demonstration in front of the city-county building was staged to publicize the first meeting tomorrow of the mayor's task force, which hopes to persuade the new owners of Clark Candy to keep the plant in Pittsburgh.
They want to move to Chicago, and we don't want them to move.
The new owner of Clark, Leaf Incorporated, finds its current location no longer desirable because it's so close to the expressway, and claims it can cut costs by producing the candy in its Chicago facilities. Union officials don't buy the line and are asking the public to sign pledge boycott cards, promising to boycott Leaf's products if Clark shuts down.
And it's time that the workers in the United States, not only union, anybody realizes the fact that the corporations are using us. They're using us to put ourselves out of work and go back to minimum wage.
I have a house now, and the money I'm making is good, and I won't be able to keep it up if I have to get a minimum wage job.
The word from a spokesperson associated with the task force set up to save the plant is not at all encouraging. In very diplomatic language, she said, the task force will do whatever it can to effect a change for the better. Such an approach has reaped rewards in the past, as in December of 1982 when Nabisco, after much public pressure, retreated from its announced plans to move out of Pittsburgh.
If they could save the baseball team, help save Clark Candy.
And from Chicago, a company spokesman reminds us of the exact wording of the news release Leaf put out last month. It said, Leaf plans to close the plant to achieve significant overhead cost savings. The first meeting of the task force tomorrow will determine whether or not those words are actually written in granite. From outside the Clark Candy Company plant, I'm Andy Gassmeyer. Mike and Roxanne, back to you.
Okay, Andy, thanks a lot. Roxanne?